Each time we have a quarrel, it almost breaks my heart, 'cause I am so afraid that we will have to part.
Oh yeah, I think a healthier relationship is when the couple, they communicate a lot and talk about their problems.
It's been a while since I've been a teenager, but not that long. I'm only 26, and I miss it sometimes. I miss the intensity of everything, just feeling like it's a life or death situation. It can be really fun, and it can also just be terrifying.
A large percentage of teenage angst is caused by hormonal changes in their body. Any teenager can tell you that some days they feel really great, and the next minute they can feel terrible. And there's not necessarily really a good reason why. There's one hormone in particular called oxytocin that when it goes through your brain, it's the feeling of being in love, love with somebody, and you can't think about anything else, and you get all happy and all dreamy, and your friends can start making fun of you. And the other part, social influence, is a really big deal too, because it makes a great difference to people what their friends think.
All synthetic narcotics are addictive. Cocaine is derived from the Peruvian coca plant. It is strongly addictive.
Love is very similar to some substances that people use, so it activates some of the same centers in your brain when you're in love as when you take substances like a little bit like alcohol, a little bit like cocaine, things like that, things that make you really, really happy.
I would feel a rush. It would be like a drug or something like that. It was like an adrenaline rush, and it became very addictive.
An unhealthy relationship for teenagers or for adults is one where somebody is trying to control the other person or doesn't want them to speak to certain people, gets angry really easily, or one person is hurting the other person, or both people are hurting each other, and they can't disagree or get angry at each other respectfully.
Oh, I don't need you anymore.
When you stop talking to your friends, you stop having relationships with your family, you start focusing only on one person, you lose yourself. That's an unhealthy relationship. When teenagers fall in love, it's just all consuming. You can't feel anything else. You obsess over that person. You obsess over every little element of that relationship, and it becomes the center of your universe, to where you can't do your homework, you don't want to talk to your parents, you don't even want to watch TV. It's just the most important thing. You just want to write morbid poetry and cry.
It seems impossible, but Dave was emotionally unstable.
Cutting myself released my pain by turning it into something else. It took emotional pain and turned it into physical pain, and I was much better at coping with physical pain than I was emotional pain.
Self-injury can be seen around romantic relationships because romantic relationships sometimes bring up overwhelming feelings and sometimes overwhelming negative feelings.
He asked me to go out with him, that's all, and I said I would.
What about the little matter of going steady with me?
I decided it's time we broke up.
When Alex went to Mexico, I feel sad because it's like 3 weeks ago, don't see no more, and he don't text me, don't call me, I don't know why.
How much you love her?
So much. Maybe if you can count every single star in the whole universe.
And then today, he sent me a message like, I know your boyfriend anymore, but I'm so sad about that because I love so much him.
When I was a teenager, a breakup felt like the end of the world. You didn't even know how you could get out of bed the next day. You can't imagine your life without that person that you were so intensely fixated on.
It feels like trying to hug a knife. There we go. It's like hugging a knife. The closer you want to be to it, the more it hurts you, because the more you realize they just don't love you.
There can be many consequences, physically and emotionally, of teenage romance when it goes wrong. Sometimes people can start to feel bad about themselves if they get rejected in a relationship. They can feel like they're not good enough or pretty enough or smart enough. Sometimes they can get very depressed and feel even suicidal. Although sometimes when teenage romance goes wrong, it can also be an okay thing, because you can find out that you're a pretty strong person if you can live through heartbreak. And you know what to choose in a partner next time that might make a better boyfriend or girlfriend.
Well, I think that love, a real mature love, is more than I'd imagined.
I guess so.
So the signs of a healthy teenage romantic relationship are the signs of a healthy romantic relationship at any age. It means that both people encourage the other person to be themselves.
Do you think love always has to be hard?
No, because if it actually was love, it'll be simple.
It's a really, really good idea for teenagers to find good role models. Look for adults in your life who have really healthy romantic relationships. Talk to them about it if you can, and ask them what their secrets are, because a lot of adults do not know how to do romantic relationships in a healthy way. And also, it's really kind of a learning thing about becoming an adult in order to have a romantic relationship and learn how to be in love without losing yourself and who you are. And it can actually make you a better person.
A teenage love. A teenage love. Don't